All right, we are back. I'm still Eric Silverman. We are the Granite List Live podcast, and we are live in Austin at the Benefits Pro Broker Expo 2022, and I'm super excited. I have another good friend of mine from BCS Financial coming over here. Everybody welcome my good friend Dan McNeill. Come over, Dan.
Hey, Eric.
Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Another tall guy. I'm the short guy all day long, my whole life. It is what it is. Dan, you've been in the employee benefits world for quite a while. About how long?
26 years.
That's it? 26 years?
Yeah.
All right, well, you've learned a thing or two. And Dan, you've done very well in the business. You were Advisor of the Year, Voluntary Advisor of the Year many years ago, as was I. So I feel like I'm in the presence of greatness. I'm looking up to you. You've taught me a lot over the years. You've been to a lot of these conferences, whether it be Benefits Pro or any other industry conference. Why do you come to these conferences? What do you get out of them? What do you like about conferences like Benefits Pro?
You hear a lot of people say it's a relationship business. This is a relationship business. You can meet someone at one of these shows, tuck their card away, remember the conversation. 8 months later, a broker will call me out of the blue and say, hey, do you know anybody that does da-da-da? And I'm like, I got a guy, I got a lady. Hold on, let me grab that.
So, when it comes to this conference, you've been here a couple days now. Any highlights or focal points that you've really picked up? Any sessions you've been to that you really enjoyed?
Well, I think there's been some really good ones on individual solutions.
Okay.
Not carriers, but maybe somebody who's doing something with HSAs or HRAs or Ben Admin or new products and solutions. But I think the one that I've enjoyed the most is the one on how to be great at what you're doing, basically. Is the one from yesterday, the strategic leaders. In fact, one of the panelists from yesterday ended up being the Broker of the Year today.
Yeah, you're talking about the habits of highly performing advisors, and we had, I was in that session. It was incredible. It was Cam Cummings, who, if you haven't seen already, was also interviewed on this podcast earlier today. It was Ben Connor's session. He was a Broker of the Year finalist in 2020. It was Kim Eckelbarger, Broker of the Year finalist this year, 22. And then the winner of the 2022 Broker of the Year, Josh Butler, a good friend of mine. I'm friends with all those guys. I just know a few people. And that session was incredible.
It was really good. I looked like the person you don't want to see in a meeting because I didn't have a pen and paper.
That's all right.
It looked like I was just texting. But I was sitting there writing down so many things, taking pictures of some of the slides.
Sure.
It really was a valuable session.
So let's get to the as we wrap up here. Let's talk about the benefits world in general and BCS Financial. If you're not familiar, check it out. BCSF.com. BCSF.com. I love BCS Financial. I've been in the employee benefits, enhanced benefits, voluntary benefits, ancillary benefits, whatever you want to call it, worksite benefits, supplemental. There's a lot of terms. I've been in this business not quite as long, but I've been doing this 23 years. And what I like about BCS Financial is that they're boutique, they're nimble, they're small. You know what they remind me of? A lot of some of the bigger name carriers that were nimble and small many years ago when I met them. And it's tough to make changes and really dedicate to customer service when you're insanely huge. What's your experience with BCS? Like, do you think that's a benefit to your broker partners that brokers and employers can pick up the phone and talk to your rep right away and not have to go through prompts and prompts and prompts?
Yeah, I had somebody earlier ask me about BCS, and I said, really, it's a collection of subject matter experts. They're all very, very good at what they do, but in a company our size, you also don't wear one hat. And so some might call it cross-training, where more it's like a family and you're backing up the territory next to you, or the product line next to you, or the person sitting next to you.
Sure.
And it's really a great bunch of people that are just trying to go out and be of a great service to our groups and our brokers.
I love it. Well, listen, if you're not already connected with the Dan McNeill on LinkedIn, change that immediately. If you're not already following BCS Financial on LinkedIn, change that immediately. And if you have any questions or want to reach out, check out with me. I can hook you up with anybody, especially this guy, Dan McNeill, Director of Distribution and Strategy, I think. Is that right? Did I get close?
Yep.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, my friend.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Stay tuned. Next clip coming up.